Hi dear students, now we shall discuss the 8th and 9th question in the first exercise. So in the last class I gave you the homework as 6th and 7th. I hope most of you have solved it because it's very easy. We are using only one method, that is by direct method. Whichever may be the problem, the procedure is same. You can solve it very easily. So similarly, the 8th and 9th also same procedure. So those are also very easy. Now we'll solve question number 8. You can check that solution with your answer also. Okay. Question number 8. A class teacher has the following absentee record of 40 students of a class for the whole term. Find the mean number of days a student was absent. We have to find the mean number of days. First they have given number of days as class interval. And number of students they have given it as what? Frequency. Okay. And now directly I will take the table from the given data. Number of days I will take it as what? Class interval it is CR. And number of students, that I will take it as what? Frequency. Number of students. So that I will take as what? Frequency of Fi. Now the first class interval they given here is 0 to 6. So 6 to 10. One thing you observe here. Here the class size means step length. That is how much it is. 6. Here is 4. So difference is there. H is different. 6 to 10. Then 10 to 14. 14 to 20. 20 to 28. 28 to 38, 38 to 40. Okay. Now 0 to 6, that is 11 number of students. 6 to 10, 10 students. 10 to 14, 7 students. Then 14 to 20, how many students? 14 to 24, 4, 3, 1. Okay. These are number of students. Now we have to find what? Mean number of days we have to find. So for this one I need what? Midpoint or class mark, that is xi I need. Xi means upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. 6 divided by 2, that is what? 3. Now here is 4 difference is there. I can add plus 2 to the lower limit. It will become what? 8. Here 4 is difference. Again I can add 2. It will become 12. Then here 6 difference is there. So I have to add 3. It will become what? 17. 8 difference is there. 4 we have to add 24. Then 28 to 30. 2 difference. It will become 29. 38 to 40. Okay. Am I written right? 28 to 38 I think it is. 28 to 38 it is. Not 30, it is 38. Now difference is 10, I have to add 5. It will become what? 33. Then 38 to 40 difference is 2. I have to add 1, 39. Okay, xi. Next what I have to find? Fi into xi. Okay, in the formula we need it. Fi into xi. 11 3s are 33. 10 8s are 80. 7 2s are 14, carries 1, 7 plus 1, 84, 17 4s are 17 4s are 20, 7 4s are 28, 4 plus 2, 68 it is. Then 4 4s are 16, carries 1, 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 96. So this is 99. This is 39. Okay. First we shall draw the table. So I need the sum of Fi xi and sum of Fi. Okay. Now this is already 40 they said. If you add all these numbers I'll get 40 only because number of students they given it as what? 40. Now we have to find the sum of this. 18 and 24. 24 plus 8. 32, 36, 39. 3 3 is 6, 15, 24, 30, 38, 38, 50, 46, 49. Am I right? 6, 15, 24, 30, 38. 38 means 40. 38 means 46. 46 plus 3, 49. Okay. And now we have to find what? Mean. By direct method. By direct method, mean x bar. Mean x bar is equal to summation I equals to 1 to n fi xi divided by summation I equals to 1 to n fi. This is equal to sum of fi xi, that is 499 divided by sum of fi, it is how much? 40. And now this 40 I will write as 499 divided by 4 into 10. Okay, 4 into 10 I will write. Now I will divide 499 by 4. So now 4 ones are 4. Next 9 is there. 4 twos are 8. 1 remains. It will become 19. 4 fours are 16. 4 fours are 16. Point. So 3 remains. 4 sevens are 28. Okay, something. Divided by 10 is there. Means I have to take decimal point to the left. It will become 12.47 days. Okay, this is a mean of number of days. Okay, and now we have to write what? Conclusion. Okay, so this is x bar. Therefore, the mean number of days. Mean number of days is equal to 12.47. 12.47. Then last question in the exercise, that is question number 9. So the following table gives the literacy rate in percentage of 35 cities. Find the mean literacy rate. We have to find the mean of literacy rate. So literacy rate in percentage they given. For that number of cities in that ratio, in that rate, how many cities will be there? So that is what? Number of cities. Okay. Let us take the given data directly as the table. So that is CI. First one I will take it as what? CI. That is literacy rate in percentage. Now the first one is 45 to 55. For that one, number of cities. That is what? Frequency. Number of cities. That is FI it is. So for that how many cities? 3. Then 55 to 65. 10. 65 to 75. 11. 75 to 85. 8. Then 85 to 95. That is 3. Okay. Only 5. For this we have to find a mean of literacy rate we have to find. So this is FI. Then same procedure, class mark we have to find. That is XI. So for each class interval 10 difference is there. Means class size is 10. Means I have to add. And also you observe that it is continuous. Okay. Now I have to add 2.5 for the lower limit. It becomes 47.5. Now this is, am I right? No, not 2.5. I have to add 5. Okay. So because 10 difference is there. So this is 50, 60, 70, 80. This is 90. Okay. Then the next column is FI into XI. Multiply this. 5 3s are 15. 600. 7 11s are 77. 8 8s are 64. 9 3s are 27. Next, shall draw the table. We have to find sum of FI and sum of FIXI. So this sum they have given already. I think it is 30. 21, 24, 24, 32, 35 cities. I think they said it. So how many cities are there? 35 5 cities, right? Sum of Fi is what? 35. And sum of Fixi you have to find. 0 in the unit place. 14, 18, 18 plus 5, 23. 6, 4, 10, 17, 23, 24 it is. Okay. 2430 divided by 35. Now we have to find a direct method. By direct method, the mean x bar is equal to summation I equals to 1 to n Fi xi divided by summation I equals to 1 to n Fi. Let us substitute the values. This is 2430 divided by 35. Okay. Now we shall divide this by 5 za. 5 7 za 35. 5 4 za 20. 43. 5 8 za 43 remains. It will become 30. 5 6 za 30. 486 divided by 7. 486 divided by 7. Now divide this by 7. 7 48 is there. So 486. 7 7 that is 7 6 42. 42. 42 means remaining is 6. 66 will be there. 66. Okay. For 66 is 9 za 63. 63 means 30. 69.30. So means 30 is there. Divide this by 7. It is 4. 28. 2 remains. 28. 7 2 za 69.42. That is what percentage it is. Okay. That is mean. Therefore, the mean of literacy rate is 69.42 percentage. Okay, 69.42 percentage. Now we shall discuss the next concept. Already we have studied how to find the mean by direct method. The first exercise is only for a mean. Now let us move for the second concept, that is mode. So for ungrouped data, already you know how to find the mode. Okay. So ungrouped data, it is nothing but what? So they will give some numbers. 2, 3, 2, 4, like this. 5. So in this one you have to find a mode. Already we know it. Okay. For grouped data, how we can find a mode? That is now we have to discuss. So to find the mode for grouped data, we have to use one formula. What is that? Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. You don't bother about this. So after discussing this example, you will understand this, what I have written. Now I have taken example number 5. Just I have taken one example. So here I said model class, what it is? The class which has maximum frequency. So this is number of families. This is class interval. So this is what it is, frequency Fi. So model class is nothing but the class which has maximum frequency. So this is the given table. In this column, frequency column, we have to see the maximum frequency. In this one, maximum number is 8. So therefore, 8 is there in the class interval 3 to 5. Therefore, 3 to 5 is the model class. Okay, what is the meaning of model class? The class which has maximum frequency. Okay, so the class in which frequency is maximum. Or you can say like this also, model class is nothing but the class in which the frequency is maximum. So this is the class, this is the class. In this class, frequency is maximum. Therefore, 3 to 5 is the model class for this example. Okay, you understood model class. Then I have used some terms here, L, F1, F0 and so on. So L means what? Lower limit of the model class. Already I said you. So 3 to 5. This is the model class. In this one, L is nothing but lower limit of the model class. So lower limit is 3, upper limit is 5. L is nothing but here is what? 3. Lower limit is 3. Okay, lower limit of the model class. Then size of the class interval. So for each class interval, 2 is there. Okay, class size it is. Okay, so 2 class size. Then I'll compare frequency of the model class. F1 is nothing but what? Frequency of the model class. So this is what it is, F1. So this is a model class. For this model class, the frequency is 8. Therefore, that is a F1. Frequency of the model class is F1. Then F0. Frequency of the class preceding the model class. So this is a model class. Frequency of the class preceding the model class. This is what? F0. F0 is the frequency of the class preceding the model class. Understood? Then F2. Frequency of the class succeeding the model class. So this is what? F2. Frequency of the class succeeding means after the model class. Okay. Succeeding the model class is what? F2. Okay. I hope you understood all this concept. So model class is nothing but what? The class in which the frequency is maximum. The frequency is maximum. So here the model class is 3 to 5. Then how to find the mode? Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H, where L is the lower limit of the model class. Okay, model class, lower limit of the model class. Then F1. F1 is nothing but frequency of the model class. Frequency of the model class. Then F0. So F0 is nothing but frequency of the class preceding the model class. Frequency of the class preceding the model class. And F2 is the frequency of the class succeeding the model class. Okay. Now by using this formula, we can find a mode for grouped data. Okay. So we can discuss some examples, some problems for this formula, how to find a mode.